back to Henderson How-To and Review. We're going to do a house tour today and kind of show y'all what we built, how we did it, why we did what we did, kind of go over some of the things we're going to change and just give y'all a view of it.
Come on in.
Okay guys, we can start here with the fence. We did a split rail, some call it a horse fence, some call it a split rail fence. This is 2x6s and 4x6 posts. It wraps the whole front of the property. We got brick columns about every 30 feet. They're approximately 5 foot tall, 4 foot tall in that area. The rest of the fence is privacy fence, but we did this out front, and we did the gate, which you saw in the video a while ago. And when I say we did it, we literally did it. I laid the brick on the columns, we put the 2x6s in, we didn't pay anybody to do it. And on this channel, I'm going to show y'all a lot of things you can do yourself and save a lot of money. You don't have to pay all the money to a company to do it when it's easily something you can handle. Let's keep going. Even something like the irrigation system in the yard here, we did the irrigation ourselves. I think the company quoted us, it was like $15,000 to put our irrigation system in. We live on an acre here. So far the irrigation is covering about half an acre, but I did it for the cost of the material, all the pipe. I did pay a company, irrigation company, to lay it out for me, figure what heads I need where, what all I needed. I paid them for that, but then I did it all myself on a weekend. It's definitely things that, it's intimidating to some to do those kind of things because they get nervous about it, but it's something you can easily handle. It's simple as gluing 2 pieces of pipe together, honestly. So let's keep going. We did the grass all ourselves. Obviously there's no reason to pay someone to lay sod if you got kids for it. But we had all our family members come over and we laid this whole front yard in about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, well, maybe
So,
a little longer than that.
and then she picked out all the flowers for the flower beds. Did that ourselves. It's just every little place you can save money. It adds up to a lot. Now we're getting to the house. I did pay someone to lay the brick on the house just because I didn't have time. They could do it while I was at work, so we did pay someone to lay the brick.
And plus the money that we saved from doing it ourselves, we were able to splurge on other items that we probably wouldn't have been able to do so if we were paying someone to do all the things that we were wanting to do. So we were able to splurge on other things that I wanted to and some of the areas that he wanted to by doing it ourselves. So anyways, I think we can go ahead and head on in.
As you come in the door, you come into the foyer. 8-foot door. All the trim inside the house, her and I did. We did the flooring. Everything you'll see in here flooring wise, her and I did, except the master bedroom. It has carpet. We paid someone to do the carpet. But all the trim, all the door setting, all the trim here,
All the lighting,
all the lighting.
all the painting, the dreaded painting.
I did all the electrical. I did all of the plumbing. We did all the cabinets. Come in here, Dave. Do the cabinets.
Yes. So on the cabinets, we ordered them from a company called Lillian Cabinets, and you basically send them your plans, and they send you like a 3D style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a 3D rendering showing
Right.
how they'll look in the room.
So we literally hung these ourselves. He got them leveled off and I would literally hold them on my shoulder, and he would screw them in. So just with 2 people, you still are able to do a lot. But I also wanted to say about the floors, these are life-proof, and anybody with kids, they are heaven sent because they're scratch-proof, they're resistant to water.
Waterproof.
Yeah, waterproof, whatever. Anyways, and so basically they're like a tongue and groove, isn't that what they're called? Like a tongue and groove?
Snap lock, tongue and groove.
So the sales guy that sold it to us told us that for some crazy reason, if our house was to flood, we could pop them out, let them dry, and pop them right back in without any damage being done. So it's kind of nice. Not that I anticipate flooding, but just with kids and being able to spill anything, sliding chairs across the floor, it's just nice to not have to worry about floors being scratched.
Well, the living cabinets, back to the cabinets, you can get them completely assembled, which means they come in completely put together, or you can get them, it's called a flat box. The box is about 3-4 inches tall, 2 foot by 2 foot, something like that, 2 foot by 4 foot, and you have to assemble them. It's well worth the money to pay for them to be pre-assembled.
Yes.
Like, it isn't that much more, and the amount of money you save going with Lillian cabinets, it easily covers the cost of assembling them. I mean, we were getting quotes from people in town to do our cabinets, and it was around $20,000. And we got them all from Lillian for like 11 assembled. And that's the entire house. The kitchens, the bathrooms, the laundry room, upstairs, everything. It's well worth the money, and they're really good quality. We've had to deal with them, like a hinge messing up or something, no issues. They sent us a new hinge. Great customer service. They had sent us a wrong cabinet for the sink here. They didn't have a farmhouse sink. They had it traditional way. So we called them and said, hey, send us the wrong cabinet for the sink. The guy drove it down. It was the next day or the next, but he put it in a U-Haul truck and drove it down here from up north somewhere, multiple hours away. Like, they're great customer service. And that was just because I called them and told them they messed up. They didn't worry about shipping a new one. They literally brought us a new one.
And they have a lot of options in colors, different styles, shaker styles. And they even have like handles. Now, we purchased our handles on our own, but they have pretty much everything you need there, and all different kind of styles. And they come with the easy close
Doors
and doors, which a lot of cabinet companies that we even tried locally, with the prices being sky high, they didn't even include that detail. So it was nice to have that being offered.
The hood vent, built that in place. We originally had the microwave here, but kind of last minute we moved it over there and ordered a different cabinet to hold it, because we wanted to go with a hood vent, this style hood vent. So we built this in place. Really wish I would have started the YouTube when I started the house, because I could have showed all this stuff, but that's fine. We got plenty more stuff coming up we can show y'all. Caden, come here, show them the
tile.
Yeah, we did the backsplash too. All the tile you see on the backsplash. That's simple. You can do that in an afternoon. I mean, that's simple stuff I can show y'all. I finished the pantry about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. I had the brackets custom made, and then that's just 2x12s and 2x8s. Pocket hole jigged them together. I ran them through my planer to get them all perfectly straight with each other, get them the same thickness, and she stained it all, and that's it. I mean, super easy to do if you have the right tools, and I'll be glad to show anybody that is willing to learn. There's nothing crazy hard about it. It just seems intimidating from the start. Alright, now we're into the living room. We have the 6-foot windmill fan. I believe it's made by Fanimation. I'm not sure who it's made by.
I think the fans on the porch in our bedroom is Fanimation. I don't know that.
I don't remember who makes this one, but it looks like a windmill. It's like an old windmill. We did the shiplap over here, which we had to set that fan. That was a nightmare. It takes 3 people to set it, but other than that, it looks really good. We did the shiplap over here on the walls. We put in an electric fireplace down here. and it even actually makes the crackle sound. 'Cause we wanted the sound and everything of a real fireplace without the hassle. I don't know if that's going to pick it up or not, but it actually makes the real crackle sound, which is really cool. It's remote controlled. It blows out heat if you want it to. Has a timer. You can change the brightness. You can change the colors in the background. It's really cool. But we did the TV here, and we actually have a recess for the TV into the brick. But of course, I wanted to go with a bigger TV, so it don't even fit in the recess. So ignore that. But I put a cubby hole over here so we can hide DVD players, and if you can see now, some of that stuff ain't even finished yet. But we don't use DVD players anymore. When I wired the house, I wired Cat 5 wires and coaxial to every TV. We hardwired this house for Wi-Fi, so we watch everything on the TV from Netflix to all of them straight on the TV. So we don't even use DVD players anymore. This door right here behind you, it's a 12-foot slider. Originally this wasn't in the plan, we added this. It just had a regular small door here. When I poured the foundation, I recessed it so we could figure out the lock. We recessed it so you didn't have to step over a big track, but this entire back door will open all the way up. So when it is cool outside and nice, which it's not now, you can open the entire back door to inside and out, and it's also tinted, which you could probably tell when I opened it, but it's also tinted. Before we go out there, let's go into the master bedroom. And you can slide it with one hand. I mean, it's not like it's hard to move or anything. These are super nice.
And then we kind of incorporated the brick. I wanted brick columns, but we didn't really have a lot of wall to really build anything real big. So we just to kind of bring in the brick from our fireplace, and eventually, in our future projects that we will be videoing, we're going to redo our ceilings, and when we get done with that, we are going to put a faux beam to connect the two brick columns. So that will be to come. Okay, so I think we're going to our
Go ahead and do the
bedroom.
laundry.
Oh, our laundry. Okay. So this is a door that we got out of Otto, North Carolina from a salvage, and it was very rare to find an old door that was of this height.
8 foot.
Yeah.
It's actually from Otto's in Otto. People may have been there before. But.
Yeah, it's a salvage store. It's really cool. If you're ever in the area, you should stop by. But it was just originally, I think it was maybe just wood. I don't know, it might have been white, but I did a crackle finish on it. So I painted the whole door black, and then I put crackling paint, or the crackle, whatever it's called, and then painted over it, and this is the finish that it came out with. And then we did the cafe style hinges, and then I just ordered the sticker, I think off Etsy, and added that to it.
If you can read it or not, it says self-serve laundry open 24 hours.
And there is no self-serve. It's me doing the laundry.
Come into the laundry room.
And this is a, we did get someone else to make this for us. Not that my husband is not capable of doing that, because he very well is. We were just on a crunch for time, and we had so much other things going on that we're working on, and we were trying to hurry things up. So we got a guy to build this for us at his shop, and he brought it in and installed it for us. But this is another part of the Lillian cabinets that we were telling y'all about. This is just very simple, but
And then we have the little shelf with the doodads and all
the doodads,
frou-frou-y stuff.
Yeah.
And then this really cool light up here. Go ahead and show them that light. It looks like an old-timey fan, but it's a light. Thought that was cool. Let's go into the master bedroom.
so we thought about originally doing shiplap in here, but we found this really cool. What would you call it? What is this
It's
called?
paneling.
Paneling.
Really. It's 4x8 panels.
And it gave us the same look, and so we went with this.
It was something to cover it for at the time to get the house done, so we could move in. We can always change it in the future.
We'll probably change it, but I think it looks
But this has fooled a lot of people. A lot of people swear this is really pieces of wood up here on the wall, and it's not. It's comes in 4x8 sheets, and if you pay a little bit of attention to it, when you cut it, you can actually make the patterns line up to where you don't see any seams. So it came out really nice. All the interior doors in our house are 8 foot. If anybody's wondering, the ceilings are 9 foot. Our ceiling here is vaulted, but all the house has 9 foot ceilings, 8 foot doors. There is a 8 foot barn door slider behind him. It's just a standard slider door. I've got to do some adjusting on it. It's touching the ground, but
it's because our carpet's stood
the same guy that built us the thing in the laundry room built us our doors.
He did.
He does a really good job. Helps with time when you don't have time to do it
And
yourself.
we were talking about the ceilings in the living room. We're also going to do something in here. We're going to do 1x8 by 16 shiplap boards on the ceiling. They're going to be painted, and then we're going to have like exposed beams up top. I think we might use Pecky cypress to build them. We're not really sure. We're still kind of figuring out what we're going to do with that, but that'll be added. That was always going to be the plan. We just ran out of time and we're ready to move in. So now we're trying to tackle all the projects that we kind of put on the back burner. So in here,
This is the master bathroom. More of the cabinets.
Yep.
This is all part of that price I told y'all about. Like, they're good stuff. And then when I built this for her, I put in outlet up here. So for her to put her hair dryers and everything in here, she has power to it. Then you got drawers for all your little stuff. Dual sinks. Then she wanted a bathtub.
this was kind of a last minute idea.
She wanted a soak tub.
Yes.
There originally was like a area here for her to sit down.
Like a vanity.
Have lights and do all her stuff and all, but we took that out to put this tub in. It's freestanding. Has a freestanding faucet. We put in a TV so she can watch TV and off if she
Watch
wants.
my Hallmark movies.
This is the shower. And again, when I'm talking about these things, we did every bit of it. Like, we did the flooring, we did the tub, I did the shower. I didn't do the glass in the shower. I will say that. I wasn't fixing to try that. I had a guy come in, he measured it all up. And I'd never seen a 3-sided glass shower, so
With a barn door.
with a barn
style.
sliding glass door.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we went with it. It's got the rain shower heads. It's got the regular shower heads. I need to straighten that one up, but it's got the regular shower heads. She never uses her rain shower head. That's why it's crooked.
My towel gets it every time I throw it over.
When she throws the towel over the top, it hits it. But it's got a glass barn doors, 3-sided. We did the linear drain inside. But we did the tile on the back, the tile on the bottom, all the flooring in here. I didn't do the sheetrock. I paid someone to do the sheetrock just because the amount of time it would try to take for me to do the sheetrock, it was just
Yeah, those guys are fast.
not feasible. They hung this whole house in like 2 days. They finished it. They did it in 1 week. They hung it all in 2 days, and 3-4 days later they finished it all. So they did a really good job. Let's go to the next room. Let's go to our closet.
Oh, bless it. I wasn't prepared for that, but okay. All right, y'all don't judge, okay?
I want to show them the build outs. That's the point here. Okay, this is the closet here. Reason for showing y'all the closet is for the build outs. In the future, I'm going to be doing the build outs in the kids' closets. We have 3 more closets to do this in. Obviously, it won't be this much. This is our master bedroom closet, but I'm going to show everybody how to do this. This is nothing hard. Even building the drawers is not hard, and the little towers with the cubby holes and the shoes. Nothing challenging about it, but on a future video, it's going to show us doing the closets for the kids' bathroom, your bedrooms. This is just a pocket door here. Goes in the closet, that way it don't take up space in the closet. Let's go to the next room. Let's go out back.
Okay.
Well, come to the dining room. I want to show them the table in here because this is something I'm going to show people how to build.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is the farmhouse table I built probably, 5 or 6 years ago. We moved it from house to house, moved it to this house. But I built this table 5 or 6 hours in the driveway at the old house. Very simple to do with a few tools. I mean, you gotta have a couple of different tools, but if you have those tools, it's very simple to do. I think I built this with a skill saw and a pocket hole jig. That's all I had. But I will build another one of these on the channel to show everybody how simple it is and how they can do it. I promise you can do it. It's just some 2x4s and some, even down here, these are just 2x4s. We just stack them on top of each other. You can do that with a 4x4 or 2x4s. She did all the painting on it. So that part, no, I can't do that part. I can build it, she paints it. That's the part I don't know how to do. But there will be a future video showing this. My dad actually built this. We're going to have a future video showing how to build one of these. Let's go out back and show them the gazebo and the pool. Okay, to the backyard.
And it's still a work in progress too,
But everything you see out here, we did.
yes. With the exception of the pavers, we did not lay those, even though he's done them numerous times on jobs that he's done. But again, we were pressed for time, and he had a buddy of his that owned a company to do that, and it was just easy for him to get a crew here.
Yeah, they did it in like half a day, or maybe 1 day total.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to do it. I was so busy on other jobs. I said, hey, just run do it. No big deal. But I have some other videos on the channel showing the pool process. I dug the pool, did the rebar, I subbed out the gunite, I subbed out the plaster, did everything else. I mean, literally everything else. The plumbing, the tile, the coping. Very simple to do. And if you're any kind of inclined, you can do it. Like I promise you. They look a lot more intimidating than they are, but the amount of money you save is no comparison. So we did this. Hardest part is the plaster and the gunite. You sub that part out. It's that simple. Let professionals come do their part, and then you do the rest. Now we're getting to our outdoor kitchen area gazebo. And her and I built every bit of this. It started out as a pole barn. A lot of people don't know that. They don't think it ever did, but it started out as a pole barn. We closed the bottom in. We built kind of like a grid structure to attach the 1x6 tongue and groove pine to. We did all the electrical. We did concrete. I've done concrete for 20 years of my life, so we did all the concrete floors. We did the concrete countertops. We built the countertops. We built the counters. She did every bit of the staining up under here. We did plumbing. We did setting the grills. We spend a lot of time out here. Well, in the heat of the summer, we don't spend as much time out here as we'd like to, but
Well, we cook out here every
we
night.
do spend a lot of time out here. Grilling here. We got the flat top here. We got our sink here, little mini fridge, and then we got the TV. We have a real fireplace over here that I ran a gas line to. So whenever we want to light a fire, we just turn the gas on, get the fire going, and then cut the gas back off. Everything runs off of a 500-gallon buried tank around the side of the house. And as a matter of fact, these grills run off the same tank, so I ain't got to worry about swapping out the small tanks all the time at the gas station. It just runs off our house supply. That tank feeds the water heater, the oven in the house, and then everything out here. I even have a line ran around to a heater for the pool. Not in yet, but there will be a heater on the pool. bench.
We still have to build our benches. He built this, I don't know, like in a few hours. We were having his birthday party dinner, and I was like, I kind of want to have a table. We had just kind of got this finished, and so he built this. I stained and painted it, and we just brought some of the benches from inside out here to use temporarily, but we got to build the benches for that.
I think altogether we had 3 or 4 hours in that. That includes running to Lowe's to get the wood to build it out of, and building it, and then she painted it and stained it.
Yeah, it's very simple.
And I'll do videos on building tables like this. I mean, everything is recessed in. The 2x4s are recessed and dropped in. These are recessed and flushed up. But nothing about it is hard, and you can do it with a skill saw and a pocket hole jig. I mean,
And I do want to say, the tin that we have all the way on the exterior of our island area and on the outside, they were brand new, shiny. I love vintage, old. That's just my style. And so, if anybody's interested how to get it to look like that, I actually took toilet bowl cleaner and I laid the pieces out, squirted toilet bowl cleaner all over it, took an SOS pad, just kind of roughed it up a little bit, let it sit, I think maybe 30 minutes, and then sprayed it off with a water hose, and it kind of eats away. And then like right here, nature just kind of takes over, and then it does the rust. I don't know, not everybody likes that. I do. So to get something new to look old, very simple.
yeah, if you look around, you can kind of see that theme. Like even the lights up here, we like the old rusty vintage look.
Kind of like a little bit of everything. So I kind of mix it. I don't really have a certain style. It's just kind of a combination of a lot of things.
This is our take on a farmless farmhouse. So
Yes.
maybe one day we'll actually have the farm to go with it. But
Well, you will see in upcoming video that we are going to be building a chicken coop.
let's just go through the stuff coming up. So
We're building a chicken coop. That'll be out back here. We're also building our boys. We have 2 sons. One's 15, one's 12. They're both into travel baseball. One plays for high school. They both do travel. So we're gonna build them a batting cage area and a pitching area. That's gonna be out here. That'll be a project that we'll be doing. And then Casey will want his shop eventually.
we're doing the 16 by 70 batting cage so they can pitch and hit. And then we're going to do a shop.
Yep.
Out here on the video. We're going to do the chicken coop out here on the video. We're going to do some raised garden beds out here.
Yes, I forgot about that.
And then inside, we're going to do videos on the new ceilings in the living room and kitchen. We're going to do the closets, the build video. We're going to do our bedroom ceilings video.
And then we're doing that. There's going to be an accent wall. There's going to be an accent wall in the kitchen. I didn't even.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
show
going to be
you.
probably the next
That'll
video
probably
that
be
comes
the first
out.
thing. We're waiting on the wood to come in. It should be here, I think, at the beginning of next week. And so that'll probably be the first video that we do. It'll be an accent wall, and then I'm going to have like an open shelf as well. And then probably after that will most likely be their closets, because the kids are in desperate need of closets.
Basically, there's a lot more to come, and I'm going to start filming these things very thoroughly and walk people through it. They have questions, they can message me. I'll be glad to explain it, how to do it, what to do. Just stay tuned to the channel. Come along this ride with us. I'm glad to help as much as I can. But I hope you liked our house. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about anything you've seen or want to do yourself, we'll be glad to help you with it. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.